Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
In motion right is Watkins. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Following the interception, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
26. Hey, 26.
Rodgers going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Packers 0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the...
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Excellent.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And able to find Allen Lazard. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run.
Touchdown, Packers! Sammy Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Cousins now.
They try to set up the screen. Nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings have taken the lead on the final play of the first half.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On first down, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. From the 40 now on second down, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Hey, take 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Up the middle, Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Run 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen, 26 yards.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On second down, it's Jones.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
30 yards.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Past the 20.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second down and goal. Cousins sliding out of the pocket.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
Pass complete, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To throw is Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Rodgers to throw.
He finds Watson complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. The kick by Crosby is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, take 26.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. One final try now for Rodgers. This to possibly force OT.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans.
Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But if you're a fan of defense, especially this defense, you like what you're seeing here in the early going. Play with some great energy. Already have a sack, and on that one, came back and forced an incompletion. They're getting after him.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A first down carry for Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady
finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
32 yards.
And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Titans have moved out in front. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Back to throw. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. In motion is Austin Hooper. Running left, it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, it's Henry.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Henry running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Off play action, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Play action. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his left. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tannehill now to throw.
Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Dard now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st down, Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Hey.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 16-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Tua on 4th down. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rook. There, 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. In motion right is Watkins. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Allen Lazard, 51 yards.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers now on 1st down.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. It's a gain of a yard, and the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. They'll go again to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 now on first down. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reversed red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He finds Watson complete. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Rodgers now on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
2 and now on 1st down.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Tua to throw again.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams wanted to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Hill on the return. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Tagovailoa. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And again, it's Tagovailoa. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. It's a run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
We are going. Jump out. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers throwing here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Rodgers now to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Dolphins are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I feel out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim in my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Holla, holla. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? They gossip. What the is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. On these we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude battles to Diddy. He only 2 times from the out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like put a stack in it. I'm bought it, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing on me.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they'd built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw
saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't have had my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 23. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's to the former Ram, Gerald Everett.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Now out to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
From the 27, Stafford.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
On first down, Stafford here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
A gain of 15.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They run once more with Henderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And down he goes. sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A gain of 14. And the Rams first down.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Here's Stafford. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To try again after the sack. Herbert under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Floyd. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
24-yard gain of the play. First down, Rams.
On first and 10, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Stafford looks to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA! Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Henderson running straight ahead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson from 19 yards away.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 10, Matt Gay to
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 15.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops release the clock and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Now it's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Herbert going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Michel running up the gut. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And his kick is good.